Hello and welcome to this new video in my series of ServiceNow Bytes. My name is Daniel and I'm an emerging practice manager at ServiceNow. In my videos, I'm going to show you different features of the platform as I see fit or I see a need by customers. And in this particular video, I will show you how to set up your own AI agent on the ServiceNow platform, a brand new feature that we have with the Yokohama release. If you have not seen yet an AI agent in action, I highly recommend you to watch my video where I'm going to show you an AI agent in action that searches for movies and stores that in ServiceNow. This video today will show you how to set up this agent and make that available in your instance. I hope you like that. If you do, leave up a like, comment below what you like, what you don't like, and now let's get started. This is one of my instances prepared with the Yokohama release, latest patch level available as of the date shooting this video. I have prepared installing all the plugins. I will put the links of the plugins needed down below in the video description. But for now, they are all there, and all we need to do is set up our own agent. For this, we go to the menu, all, and search for AI agents, and you will find there's a new entry, Now Assist AI Agents. Let's start by clicking onto the overview, which will bring us to the Now Assist AI Agent Studio, brand new admin panel to define your AI agents. In my instance here, we have already one agent live. You can see that here, one agent on that instance, and that agent is actually called Next Best Action Agent. This agent is there to help your real agents progressing on task-based records, being incidents, problem, changes, whatever is a task type record. You can use this agent to say, hey, help me, what's the next best action on that particular task? And our agent will basically read the whole task details and relations and what it knows about it and proposes next actions to drive that task to resolution. Sounds very simple, but actually a very helpful feature for agents. Now we don't need that. We want to create our own agent. And for this particular use case, I'm going to use the same idea that I had in my other demo video of going to the open movie database in the internet, finding the details and information about a movie and store that in ServiceNow. Let's get started. We click here in New for the AI agent, and you see you want to define a new AI agent. It needs some details of what that agent needs to do. So let's get started and say we'll name this agent Movie Search because we want to search for movies. We'll give it a description that is basically just for us to know what it does. And then we have some fields to instruct our AI agent, tell him what we want him to do. So let's give our agent a role. I've prepared all these texts so I don't have to type as much while we are here in this video. You can see I tell that agent, hey, you are a movie librarian helping to find details about movie records. You're polite, but with a sense of humor. So you can put any kind of prompt in there as you want to tell the AI what it is and what it's supposed to be doing. And then you give it some instructions. In this case, let's put that in. I'll make that window a bit bigger so you can see the prompt completely. I tell him to start by asking which movie you're looking for, use that information to query the database, find a list of movies, and if there's more than one, present that result to the user and let the user select one of these. That's the instruction for the agent. That's all it needs for that agent to start operating. So let's save and move to the next step. So on this page, we need to tell that AI agent that we're now configuring what tools are available for him to use. Now, tools is kind of a set of actions and features and capabilities that the agent can leverage to do its work, right? So you can see that as ServiceNow being a big tool set with tons of features available, but which ones do we want to expose to that AI agent? That's basically what we're going to tell here. We have different options of what kind of tools we're going to expose to that agent. So we have flow actions, retrieval, augmented generation, scripts, skills, subflow, all different things that we can tie in and tell our AI agent, you can use these if you need them to. So in my case, what I need are actually flow actions because I want to allow that agent to search the OMDB and to get details. So I do have a flow action called search by title. This is a custom action as well, which I configured when I made the OMDB spoke, allowing to query the OMDB database. So I can give that a name, say search for movie by title. And now I need to put in a description for the AI to know what this tool does, right? Because it could be just by title, but the more descriptive I am, the easier it is for the AI to know, oh, that's what it's been used for. So in this case, I'm going to just type some text in here. With the description, I have some more options that I can use. And one is the execution mode, which could be supervised or autonomous. So the difference here is if you say supervised, our AI agent will always present an action to the user saying, hey, I found I will use this action, I will use these parameters and properties. Do you want me to do so? Yes or no. That would mean supervised. If I say autonomous, it will just do the action and do it automatically. In this case, as it's a simple search, I say you can do that autonomous and we'd be fine. We also have the option, say, to display output, which means anytime something comes back from that tool, that result will be presented to the user chatting with the AI agent. Now, I told the agent already that it needs to present me the result anyway, so I'm going to say no here. We don't want to see that output always. It's fine if the agent decides himself. So let's add that. And now we have this flow action search for movie by title being added to our AI agent. The second action we will need, or second tool we need, is find details about a given movie. So again, I go here, add flow action. So the second action we need is to find information about a given movie. And this one is called get by title. A flow action that I have created as part of the spoke. It's there already. So find details about a specific, if I can spell that, specific movie. And again, I provide a description so the AI knows what this action can do. Similar like before, we can say if it is supervised or autonomous. Again, it's a simple query, so I keep it as autonomous. And I say, don't display me the output. I'm fine if you have that somewhere in your bucket. I say add, and that's it. We have the two actions or tools that we need for our AI agent, searching for movies and finding details about a given movie. So let's continue. The last step here is kind of defining if that agent is actually available and active or not. So you can have it inactive while you kind of fine tune the content and making sure that everything does what you're supposed to be doing. Here for the simple demo, I just keep that active and say save and continue. And voila, we have a new agent called movie search, searches for movies, and it's active and ready to be used. Let's continue adding the second agent that will store that information in ServiceNow and then define a use case combining these two agents. Like before, we say we create a new AI agent. The second, in this case, I'm going to call it movie storage because we want to store movie information. And that's also what we put into the description. Stores movie records in ServiceNow. And similar like before, we need to tell the AI agent what kind of role it has. You're an agent storing movie information in a ServiceNow table. And we give it some instructions like before. You see, I'll keep that pretty simple. Given all the relevant details, you will create or update a record in a ServiceNow movie table with details about the movie. That's all that agent needs to know. Very simple, very easy. Save and continue. Like before, also this agent will need a tool to fulfill its work. In this case, it's actually a subflow. I generated a subflow. In this case, I called it create movie record. So store a new movie record in ServiceNow. Movie table. Description. Use this tool to store information about a given movie in the ServiceNow movie table. Capitalize that. In this case, different to before, I actually say keep it please supervised. I want to have the confirmation by a user before doing so. And I want to keep the output. I want to see the result of that action. So let's add that. And we see we have a store new movie record as a subflow in here. Great. That's it. Let's move forward. Also this agent, we can keep it active. That's done. Now we have 3 agents here. The next best action agent out of the box. We got our movie storage and movie search. They're all here and ready to be used. What we need as a last step is kind of a use case. So our framework, AI agent framework, knows what kind of use cases, possibilities it has. For this one, we switch over to the use case tab. Similar like with the agent itself, you can see there's one use case, plan generation for issue resolution. That's one. So let's create a new use case. And again, I'll call that a movie search. I'll give it a name. We give it a description. Search for movie information online and store in ServiceNow. Now, give it some instructions. Okay. The instructions are the information for the AI. See, ask the user part of a movie title, search for the movie externally, present the list of movies. The user then needs to select one of the movies, which you will get extra details. Very simple, very easy. Now we connect AI agents to this use case to allow which agents are we going to use. So let's click Add Agent. And obviously we take our movie search and we take our movie storage add. These are the 2 agents relevant for this particular use case. Let's save and continue that. Now we could define some triggers. We can link this use case to a given task type table and use it as we process through a task. Right now, in this case, I'm not using a task-based record in the backend, but if you were somewhere maybe in a request fulfillment process or incident process or any other task type process, you could basically add that case to that task-based record and allow a user to trigger your agent by putting certain comments into the work notes, for example. I'm going to skip that. We don't need that for now. We allow that use case actually to be available in the Now Assist panel. You will see that in a moment. That's our Now Assist panel on the top here. We save that. So it now comes to a testing phase of our new movie agents or our new agents that we have. So we'll need to select the use case that we just defined, movie search, and need to give him some starting prompt basically. Find movie and save in ServiceNow table. Let's start that test. Now you can see basically how our AI agent framework on the backend is operating. So we have a task start, we have an orchestrator who is kind of the dispatcher between all the different agents that are on the platform. It takes my prompt and figures out, okay, what do I need to do? You want to find a movie and you want to save that movie. So we probably need a movie search agent and a movie storage agent. So it knows already we'll probably need these 2, but I'm not yet ready to get them started, right? It's asking me, hey, can you provide specific parts of that title you're searching for? So it doesn't know yet what movie we want, right? I didn't tell that to. But it knows we'll need to search and we need to storage. And you can find all that information here, why it decided that in our decision logs. So you can see, for example, there's like ask the user for parts of a movie title, search that movie externally, present the list of movies, then retrieve the detail. You can see that's kind of the description we put in earlier. And it uses that now as reasoning why it goes to a certain path, right? If you go down to the movie search, it kind of finds out, okay, the mission is this, the action is this. So let's move to a fallback. We need to first ask the movie title. I need to collect the input from the user, proceed with mission. So you can see all that reasoning why it's doing that. And that's really, really powerful. Let's collapse that a bit so we can see more and start by giving you the movie title. Today, I want to like a movie called Suicide Squad. Not sure if you know that. It's probably not for everybody's taste, but I find it quite funny. So let's search for that movie. Again, you can see our framework starting. The orchestrator kicked in, said, oh, we got a movie title now. Let's start the search. So we are now in a movie search agent, the one that we just configured momentarily ago. It will take a few seconds as it reaches out to the OMDB, gets a list of movie titles, and it should present them to us in the chat in just a moment when it has the result. Again, like before, you can see all the reasoning here on the left-hand side. Let me close a few of these. Open up again. Okay, and here we go. We got the result. The search for movies by title has returned the following results. And you can expand more. See, it's a whole bunch of movies. I didn't expect so many movies with that title or similar to the title. But we can see the Suicide Squad of 2016, Suicide Squad of 2021, Hell to Pay, whatever. So there's a whole bunch of movies that we got back from the IMDb. And now our framework realized, okay, which one do you actually want, right? That's why it's asking me which number of these movies is the one you want to see. So let's say we want to have movie number 1. Okay, I should probably put in number 1, not just number. So I guess it'll come back and tell me that's not precise enough. Yeah, see? Even though I put something in, it realized that was not what I needed. Okay, so let's put that in movie number 1 this time. Send that back. That is, again, our communicator who's taking kind of the input from the user, processing that, figuring out, okay, now I know what you mean. And it puts him back to the movie search agent to get more details about that movie. So it's now not the search, it's more the details part of that, which is still part of our movie search agent. And similar like before, it'll take a few seconds to work on that request. Coming back with the details, here we are. Say, hey, it presents us with a summary, like, hey, the details about this movie is as follows, directed by runtimes, whatever. So you get a whole bunch of information from OMDB, summarizes that, and then it moves on. Say, okay, now that we know that, we actually need to store that in ServiceNow. And as I said, I want to have a supervised action. It actually says, hey, the mission is now to store that information about that movie into the ServiceNow table. I'm going to use the following flow, store a new movie record in ServiceNow movie table, which is specifically designed to do that. So it's argumenting to me saying, hey, I want to do this step. And that's the tool I'm going to use. And that's the data I'm going to use. Are you okay with that? All right, I'm going to say, yes, please proceed. Again, our communicator will get that back to the orchestrator and we'll find that. And now we will get it into the movie storage, and that will actually create the record in ServiceNow. And we should get a quick confirmation message when this is complete. Yeah, and this is it. The flow ended. You can see that we're in the end stage. Everything is done. We get the dashed line here, which says conversation is completed, and the agent has completed its mission. And with that concludes my demo of how to set up an AI agent. As you have seen, it was very easy. All I have to do is define the use case, the agents, define which tools the agent is allowed to use, and everything else will be working as magic. I didn't have to define, for example, at the movie storage agent, when I provided the flow to actually save the record, I did not have to provide any field mapping from the structure we get from OMDB into the table. The AI will figure out which field belongs to where automatically. It will figure out which agent to use in which sequence. That's the real magic power of AI agents. You don't need to tell them everything. Just give them the whole toolset, describe the toolset, and it will figure it out for you. This is the amazing power of AI agents on ServiceNow. I hope you liked that video and see you soon. Bye-bye.